All right, let's now cut across to the bitter battle for Greater Hyderabad. Municipal polls, viewers. Never has that much attention ever been given to local municipal polls in any state at all. The reason why the BJP fought this municipal election as a state election practically. Big guns were booming through the state, through the Hyderabad district, over 150 divisions. And right now, what you see on your television screen is celebrations at the TRS headquarters. The TRS is leading at 70 divisions right now. The BJP is right now at the third spot, mind you, and leading in 36 divisions, while the AIMIM has taken over the BJP and is leading in 42 divisions. The big story of this is the complete decimation of the Congress right now, leading in just about 2 divisions. So far, results for 21 seats are out. Rajkumar Patel of the TRS has won in Yusuf Gowda division, while AIMIM has won 20 seats as of now. The BJP, however, is very excited with these trends. Several BJP leaders earlier prematurely put out tweets hailing the party's performance when the Saffron Party was leading in the postal ballot count. Union Minister Hardeep Puri said that early trends indicate a change, while BJP General Secretary B.L. Santosh congratulated his party cadre, saying, "Well done, Bhagyanagar." Mind you, Yogi Adityanath wants to name the city of Hyderabad Bhagyanagar if the BJP has its way. Also in her tweets, Khushbu congratulated the people of Telangana wanting change. However, things have changed a bit ever since these tweets were put out and these statements were put out. The BJP in the morning at the count of postal ballots looked promising at over 80, leading in 80 divisions at one point of time. It's only now that the BJP has fallen under 40. However, the BJP would still take heart looking at these numbers because, mind you, the last municipal polls that the BJP fought in the state, the BJP had just 4 divisions in which it had won in. I want to connect to a battery of reporters who've been tracking this election very closely. Ankit Tyagi from the BJP headquarters, as well as Naga Arjun Dwarkanath from the TRS Bhavan in Hyderabad. Naga Arjun, let's come to you. It's the TRS which is now leading by quite a bit of margin. Now, these are trends which are seemingly firming up. Once, Naga, tell us why the delay, because primarily this time it was ballot paper instead of EVMs due to COVID. On the other hand, how superstitious is the Chief Minister of Telangana, because we know he's not going to really come out and make a statement till the time he has this election clearly, fairly in the bag.
Preeti, it's very difficult to hear you because of the background noise here. I'm at the Telangana Bhavan. Like you were mentioning, I think, is the CM expected to come make a statement anytime soon? But yes, that is what we are hearing from the party cadres. This is the background behind me that you can see it's completely pink here at the Telangana Rashtriya Samiti office. Many MLAs have come, but at this point of time, all they're waiting for is a clear victory for the party so that the Chief Minister can make an entry to this office and address the press and thank the cadres. Since morning, it was a very calm atmosphere, but only post 12 o'clock, post the noon is when things picked up. There was Milk Abhishekam for KCR KTR posters. People were dancing. If I can ask my camera person to come and show you, all the folk dancers are lined up here and are sitting. These are the folk dancers who have just done it. And look at the cap here. This is the car symbol of TRS, and one of the cadre is wearing it, and the folk dancers are also waiting so that the CM comes. They can have a grand welcome for the Chief Minister. And remember, this was a hard-fought battle for him. After the Dubak by-poll that TRS had lost, this is a big change for them, is what they say. They thought that it would be easy, but it was a difficult fight. But however, they are leading right now. The numbers that we are showing is 72 TRS and 36 and plus for BJP. So it seems like if the trend continues, TRS once again will have their own mayor for Hyderabad city.
Maybe because the drums are booming in the background and they've stopped at the BJP headquarters. So let's shift there to the Bharatiya Janata Party headquarters. Ankit Tyagi is joining us from there. Ankit, there were premature celebrations earlier on, but the BJP would be very happy even if they wrap up at the number right now, which is 36.
Even if the BJP wraps up at 20, it is going to be a cause of celebration for the Bharatiya Janata Party from where they were standing. And more than that, Preeti, they have been able to establish themselves as the principal opposition. Possibly the main task that the leaders had at their hand when they started. Remember, for a party with absolutely no presence to winning 4 seats in the Lok Sabha election, and then of course the recently concluded bypoll of in Telangana, where the BJP won, that has given the belief to the Bharatiya Janata Party that in the 2023 election, they can be the principal opposition or the principal challenger to the TRS. Let me just show you. This is the BJP headquarters here in Telangana. Now, you know, as the hours are passing by, there are supporters, those who are trickling in, and a large number of people very soon are expected to be here. The BJP party president of Telangana is also here. We have been told that post the results firm up, there is going to be a celebration. For the Bharatiya Janata Party, no matter who, I mean, it's clear that the TRS is going to have their mayor, but the BJP has established many of their goals. It's a big, it will be a big victory for them, even if they achieve a 20-seat division, in fact, mark here. So for at least at this point of time, not overt celebrations, but the cadre is quite excited. All of them are happy, and very soon you'll also hear some of the song and dance which possibly will start here at the party office of the BJP behind me. So from a high decibel campaign to picking up, in fact, making sure that they are registered themselves as an option to the voters, the Bharatiya Janata Party, no matter what the result is, at the end of the day, the central leadership would be quite satisfied, is what I'm picking up.
And no matter what, you know, Ankit, how big TRS's win might be today, but if the BJP winds up anything over 20, then it's not such a comfortable win at all, is it? But let's cut into the latest news break that is coming in. All right, so news just coming in. The TRS very confident right now with its leads that have emerged in the poll race. The party is confident of winning large number of seats and having its own mayor. TRS leader and daughter of KCR, K. Kavita, has said that the BJP numbers will further decline and heavy support for TRS will surface. Listen in.
हैदराबाद में टीआरएस लीडिंग पार्टी होगी, मेजॉरिटी होगी, साथ में हम 100 के लिए एम कर रहे हैं और साथ ही साथ टीआरएस अपने आप में मेयर बनाएगा। तो अभी तक जो हम सीट्स लीड पे देख रहे हैं, हालांकि और 3-4 घंटे इंतज़ार करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि पेपर बैलेट है। तो 75 सीट्स में ऑलरेडी टीआरएस लीड कर रही है। बीजेपी का जो अभी नंबर दिख रहा है वो और घटने का तो मुझे आशा है, देखते हैं क्या होता है आगे चल के।
All right, so this is what it looks like. 71 divisions in which TRS is leading right now. The BJP is leading in 35 divisions. The AIM at 42. AIM right now comfortably in trends which are now seemingly firming up, overtaking the BJP as well. But BJP at 35 is a number which I find very heartening. Connecting to my colleague Naga Arjun Dwarkanath back. You know, Naga, yes, it seems to be emerging that the TRS might be the single largest party in the municipal elections, leading right now in 71 divisions. But Naga, no matter how big the win for the TRS, if the BJP lands up anything over 20-25, it's an uncomfortable win for the TRS, isn't it?
Well, that is true. In fact, when I spoke to the BJP leaders last night, off record, they were speaking that their ideal situation is they would settle for something between 40 to 50. Right now, they are somewhere around 36 to 37. So exactly what their post-poll survey seemed right. They were saying that it's a miracle if we form the local body government, but we would always look at 45 to 50 or at least 40 minimum is what the BJP leaders said. So their survey has come to, at least at this point of time, there are 36 to 37 is what the numbers are. TRS also had to fight quite hard. It was not a cakewalk for them for that last time they scored 99. It's not as easy as that it was. This time also it was a hard-fought battle. It was a small gap. Remember, November 18th election was announced. December 1st was the polling done. So in a gap of 12 to 13 days, the election was fought. So TRS also had to completely do its strategy after losing Dubak bypolls. But right now they are at 70. Hopefully for them at least they would reach 99 as a moral victory. For definitely BJP takes a lion chunk of votes both from TRS and Congress, because one section of the society has voted for, in the whole Hyderabad, has voted for MIM, seems like it. So MIM vote base is still intact with 40 to 44 seats. But what BJP has gained is that these are the TRS voters and also the Congress voters. So come 2023, definitely BJP will put up a tough fight, and it is going to be the principal opposition. If not forming the government, they want to be number 2 in Telangana, and thus not just Karnataka. In Telangana, they want to make inroads.
All right, Naga, stay on with me, both Ankit and you. Let's listen into all the political reactions that are filtering in as of now.
As expected, पूरी GHMC हैदराबाद पूरा TRS के साथ है, क्योंकि हैदराबाद पब्लिक को डेवलपमेंट और शांति चाहिए. So Hyderabad has decided the vote towards TRS. It is a great win to our dynamic KT Ramarao garu. After 99 again, we will be repeating that. By the end of the day, we will get more than 100. That is the trend as of now. So Hyderabad puri awam ko, I respect all the Hyderabad voters who have voted for TRS. Thank you so much.
पटना में मजलिस इत्तेहादुल मुस्लिमीन ने भारी अक्सरियत से भारतीय जनता पार्टी को हराते हुए मजलिस इत्तेहादुल मुस्लिमीन का झंडा वहाँ पे गाड़ा. मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ तमाम मेहदीपट्टनम की आवाम का, जिन्होंने सदर मजलिस की आवाज़ में लब्बैक कहा. इंशाअल्लाह हम आपके तवक्कुआत पे पुरजोर मेहनत करते हैं, आपके तवक्कुआत को उतरने की पुरजोर कोशिश करेंगे.
बहुत अच्छा फाइट चला है इसमें. अभी तो जंग चल रहा है, तो इससे एकदम साफ जाहिर हो रहा है कि हैदराबाद में या तेलंगाना में लोग डेफिनेटली TRS को घर भिजाने के लिए, तो उसको वापस घर भिजाने के लिए सोच में तो सब लोग हैं.
This is a paper ballot election, so let us wait for the final result. Let us wait till the evening. But it is a clear message to TRS party that Telangana people and GHMC people have given that we need a change here. Still 3 years plus to go for the local government, and people have decided to vote for a change, and they have decided that Mr. Modi's leadership, non-corrupt administration is what is required in the state of Telangana.
The GHMC voters are clearly vexed by the failures of MIM and TRS together. And in our campaign, we have clearly established and exposed TRS party's manifesto promises which they have failed to deliver. Congress is a dead horse and it's gone. We are the only alternative to TRS now in the state, and we are the primary opposition. We were number 3, now we are number 2. And it will not be too far when we will be number 1.
Elections are important aspects for any political party. We have been with the people. When there was a lockdown, we were with the people. Congress talked about development of Hyderabad. Whether we lose or gain, we did develop Hyderabad in the past, and we will continue to harp on developing Hyderabad irrespective whether we sit on the throne of GHMC or not.
You know, I want to cut across once to Ankit Tyagi, who's joining us outside the BJP headquarters. You know, Ankit, no matter what this win or what those numbers actually stack up by the end of the day when that final vote is counted, the fact is that the TRS, the writing is on the wall. You introduced the Bharatiya Janata Party to the state of Telangana, and now come 23, your principal opposition in all probabilities will be the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Look at the trajectory of the BJP. You know, in the undivided Andhra Pradesh, it was the TDP which initially at the center joined the NDA and introduced the BJP in the undivided Andhra Pradesh. Then the TRS, in fact, has been aligning, has been seen soft towards the BJP. Their aim was to decimate the Congress party, which now they have succeeded. Congress largely, of course, many things to blame on themselves. But this also tells you that today, this is how the BJP functions. Look what is happening in Punjab now. After Akali Dal, the BJP is aiming to go alone. And now, from being just in Karnataka in South, very aggressive in Tamil Nadu, and how they have turned their fortunes in Telangana. Whatever happens, and you're right, no matter what happens to this election, the number of seats that they win, it is only going to be a gain for the BJP. Remember, 99 of the TRS, whatever loss that TRS makes, because AIMIM largely is around the same figure that they had last time. So all that is coming from the TRS's kitty. And the BJP, and they have shown the kind of aggressive maneuvering, the kind of campaign strength that they have, and the kind of resources that they can pull. And they have made this election an example for Mr. KCR of how things are going to be from here on till 2023. The BJP will make sure that they have two-pronged strategy. One, to get the anti-incumbency vote, and the other hardcore Hindutva vote that the BJP banks on with their campaigners like Tejasvi Surya and Yogi Adityanath, who are talking about Jinnah and Bhagyanagar. So the entire strategy as far as the TRS is concerned for the 2023 election from here on will have to be reworked in the face of a resurgent BJP. Preeti.
Right. All right, Ankit and Naga, appreciate you both for joining us. We're going to continue to come back to you. Celebrations have broken out at the TRS headquarters where my colleague Nagarjun is joining us. We're going to cut across to that in a short while from now. But why is it such a big prestige battle for the Bharatiya Janata Party, pretty much laying the ground for elections 2023? Well, the BJP right now has 2 MLAs and 4 MPs from this region. It's hoping to consolidate with a good showing in the municipal polls, an opportunity to increase presence in Hyderabad. This is how the Bharatiya Janata Party is viewing this, gaining more ground in Telangana to offset the political equations as they stand and to lay the road for elections 2023, position itself as the main rival to the TRS. I want to cut across right now to my colleague Akshata, standing by, taking us through on why this is such a massive prestige battle. Some of the points we gave you out there. Over to you, Akshata.
Here's why the Hyderabad civic polls matter, and we've seen an all-out fight between the BJP, the TRS and the AIMIM. First of all, these elections set the stage for the 2023 Assembly elections in Telangana. TRS is also fighting the elections without AIMIM support. They've always essentially been together, the TRS and AIMIM, even if it meant outside support. This time around, that is not the case. This is also a litmus test for the TRS, particularly after they lost to Dubaka, the bypoll in which the BJP managed to win, which is what triggered the BJP's all-out campaign. So we'll have to see if the TRS is recovered from that and if the Dubaka loss was just one bump in the road.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.